Last time, Mariam was betrayed, humiliated, and beaten nearly to death by her school bullies. Now, after 2 weeks of recovery, she's back at school. But she's no longer the same girl. This time, she's planning revenge. Welcome back to Cinema Clip Recaps. Let's dive into episode 2 of AlRawabi School for Girls. The episode begins with Mariam sitting in the hospital with a counselor. The doctor tries to calm her down, warning her not to let anger and revenge control her life. But deep inside, Mariam is already making plans. Her face is cold, determined, and ready for what's next. The next morning, Mariam steps through the school gates. She feels completely alone. Her best friend Dina ignores her. Dina even accuses Mariam of secretly dating her boyfriend. Another lie spread by Leyan and her group to isolate Mariam even more. Mariam walks into the classroom, only to face more bullying. Leyan and her best friends, Ruqayya and Rania, start whispering loudly, laughing, making sarcastic comments aimed at her. Overwhelmed with anger, Mariam grabs her bag and storms out of the class. Mariam heads straight to the school bathroom. Standing in front of the mirror, she stares at her own reflection. Memories of the attack flood her mind. Her breathing gets heavier. Without thinking, she reaches for the fire alarm switch and pulls it. The alarm bell rings loudly across the whole school. Students panic. Teachers rush out, thinking there's a fire. The entire school is evacuated. Technicians inspect the building, but quickly realize there's no fire. Mariam watches the chaos unfold, cold and silent. As the school tries to calm down, suddenly, over the school PA system, a secret audio recording starts playing loudly through every speaker. It's a conversation between Leyan and her friends, full of inappropriate, dirty language, insulting the school metron. Students stop in their tracks, shocked. Everyone listens, laughing, whispering, completely stunned by what they're hearing. The principal runs toward the main office to stop the broadcast, but by the time she gets there, the person behind it is gone. The school suspects Mariam, but there's no proof. Later that day, the metron calls Leyan, Ruqayya, and Rania to her office. For speaking disrespectfully about her, she gives them punishment, cleaning school grounds during school hours. The girls are humiliated. Other students hide behind windows, laughing as they sweep floors and pick up trash. Meanwhile, Mariam sits alone again, isolated. This time, Noaf approaches her. Mariam is still angry. She reminds Noaf how she didn't stand up for her during the bullying scandal. Noaf explains herself. She reveals her past. At her old school, Noaf hacked the school's computer system and leaked final exam papers online. She was expelled and nearly ruined her future. Now, at AlRawabi, her mom and the principal have a strict warning. One more mistake, and she'll be expelled again. That's why Noaf stayed silent, afraid for her future. But now, Noaf keeps hinting that she knows Mariam was behind the fire alarm in the broadcast. Mariam denies it. Noaf smirks, but doesn't push further. Soon after, the school holds an anti-bullying event. A guest speaker arrives to educate the girls about harassment and its effects. To demonstrate, the speaker picks 2 random students to act out a harassment scene. One student will play the victim, the other will play the bully. To everyone's shock, Leyan is chosen to act as the victim. But no one in school dares to volunteer to play the bully. Why? Because everyone fears Leyan. Suddenly, to the shock of the entire auditorium, Noaf stands up, confidently walking to the stage. Whispers fill the room. Who is this girl? Noaf acts out the bullying scene with full energy, pushing Leyan, yelling insults, almost making it feel real. Leyan struggles to stay in character, clearly shaken. After the event, Leyan, Ruqayya, and Rania huddle together. They're starting to realize Noaf isn't scared of them. Rania reveals something important. She remembers seeing Noaf nearby during Mariam's attack. Rania even admits that she threatened Noaf to stay silent. Panic spreads through the group. Leyan realizes if Noaf speaks up, they're all in serious trouble. So they decide they need to scare Noaf badly to make sure she stays silent. Later that day, as Noaf is walking home with her younger sister, she spots Leyan and her friends harassing her little sister. They corner the girl, threatening her, making her cry. Noaf rushes over, defending her sister. "Don't you dare touch her. She's just a kid." But Leyan and her friends give a clear warning. If you ever say you saw us beating Mariam, your sister will be next. Noaf's fear turns to rage. That evening, Noaf shows up at Mariam's house. With no hesitation, she says, "I want in. I'm with you now. Let's take them down, together." Mariam shows her a notebook full of detailed revenge plans, her strategies, her next moves. And now, with Noaf by her side, the two girls form an alliance. It's war now, against Leyan and her gang. And that's how Mariam's quiet anger became a full-on revenge mission now with Noaf on her team. What will they do next? How far will they go? Find out in episode 3, coming soon on Cinema Clip Recaps.